Yeah. Hi, pipe smokers. Yeah. This is the Paul Gilson YouTube channel, and I am Paul Gilson, aka Paul the Pipe Guy, live from the outskirts of Rochester, New York, in the United States of America. And today is Thursday, February 2nd, 2023. And I know that because we have Miss February, who has scanty painter's tape covering her private parts so that, we don't, you get it, okay? And, she's holding up a little daisy or whatever, ready to blow it. So, anyways, I don't know. I like Miss Janet. No, I don't want to insult her or anything. She looks very, very young, which I'm not really. Never mind. I have 4 daughters, okay? So, anyways, by the way, so I know that because Miss February tells me that it is Thursday, February 2nd, and it's also Groundhog Day. Yeah. If you don't know what that is, Google it. And also on the Pipes and Cigar calendar, it also says it's Groundhog Day also. Yeah. So, thank you, Miss February. She gets stuck with she's a beautiful blonde and she gets stuck with the shortest month out of the year. That's not fair, is it? She doesn't care. She got paid. That's all she cares about. So anyways, we are going to do, now that I've wasted 2 minutes of your time, we are in part 2 of 6 parts of what I call my nautical blends. So we, in our first part of 6, we reviewed Cornell and Diehl's Black Frigate, which is a nautical tobacco. I refer to it as my nautical collection. The one we're going to be reviewing this evening is Cornell and Diehl Blockade Runner. Look at that ship. That's a fast ship. All right. And I'll tell you about the tin art on that because I did research it. All right. The born on date on this was February 3rd of 2021. So it's just shy of being 2 years old. And before I started bagging my stuff up and putting them back in the tin, I was using these little ball mason jars. And I actually, the born on date was 2/3 of 2021. And so I must have opened it shortly after that. I don't know. It says 2/3 2021. So it's been perking in here for 2 years. Okay. So that's our second one. And then we have our third one. We're going to do Captain Earl's 10 Russians. We're going to do Captain Earl's stimulus package for part 2 or 3 or 4. We're going to review Pirate Cake. All right. And we're going to review Captain Earl's Night Watch. So that is kind of what you have to look forward to there, along with Miss February. So let's do this. Let me share some things about it, okay? Blockade Runner. The brand is Cornell and Diehl. It is blended by Craig Tarler and manufactured by Cornell and Diehl. The blend type is straight Virginia, okay? The flavoring is rum. The cut is crumble cake, and it's available in either 2-ounce tins or 8-ounce tins. The country of origin is the United States of America, and for this 2-ounce tin right now, it's selling for $11.90 plus tax and shipping. Okay? Now, so let's read what the tin has to say. All right? The tin says, a true Navy Cavendish. Let me start over. The tin says, a true Navy Cavendish crumble cake made with hand-stoved red Virginia and bright Virginia, soaked in premium rum for 7 days then lightly stoved again before being pressed. Now, there's a story behind that. And in my research, I found that story, okay? Basically, the 7 days are the time that it took our seagoing forefathers to sail back to New England from the islands with the tobacco, all right, in their casks. The casks were soaked with rum. The ship on the label is the Advance. The South's most successful blockade runner. Basically, okay, a blockade runner, and I did Google this. So you had naval vessels, all right, that would try to block traffic, bringing goods and services and so forth, and things maybe or maybe not being taxed, I don't know. And a blockade runner ship, okay, was a very fast ship that could elude the Navy, okay, and get through the blockade setup to block basically what I believe was illegal transportation or smuggling. Similar to when the United States went through Prohibition, you had guys like Al Capone going to Canada, and they had very, very fast water vessels and would bring Canadian whiskey across during Prohibition, and the guy made a fortune. Yeah, so it's kind of similar to that. So we won't get too much further into that. I looked it up, and it says the strength is medium, the flavoring is medium, the taste is medium, the room note, of course, is pleasant to tolerable. And I found 71 reviews. Out of 4 stars, Blockade Runner came out at a 2.8 out of 4. So the breakdown on that is, my notes are starting to come untaped here, so I'm just going to hold them up. So basically, out of 71 reviews, 2.8 out of 4 stars overall. All right. 14 reviewers gave it 4 stars, which is the best. 37 gave it 3 stars, which means that 51 out of 71 reviewers gave it 3 stars or better. And then we have 13 reviews gave it 2 stars and 7 gave it 1 star. So, yeah, there we go. So now we're going to pause the video and we're going to set something on fire. Yeah, Paul the Pipe Guy will be right back. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back in a nanosecond. Yeah. Alrighty, pipe smokers. So we're back. Yeah. And so I opened up the tin and I loaded up the bowl. Here's what it looks like. That's the crumble cake. I'm not going to take it out of there. Okay. The moisture content is on the medium side. It's on the medium side. Now let's smell it. You can see the two different Virginias that are in there if it shows up on the camera. Let's smell it. Oh, yeah. I can smell slight variances of the 2 Virginias, because when they press a crumble cake, they put it not under immense pressure, but some pressure. And I can smell a slight essence of rum. I do want to make a side note that this was not actually soaked in rum, but what they did is they took wet barrels, and these tobacco companies will buy still fresh, wet, empty barrels after the rum is aged in them, and they're still wet. They might have a little rum in the bottom or whatever, but the wood is saturated with rum. And so they put the tobacco mixture in there So you're getting an essence of rum. It's not necessarily submerged in rum. Yeah. It smells kind of grassy. The two different, in my opinion, the two different types of Virginias have been very well married. The heck was that? Something flying around here. Oh, yeah. So anyways, let's get right to the point. I'm going to seal this back up. This hasn't been open in quite a while, and it's been aging for a couple years now. Yeah. So let's start something on fire. What are we going to smoke it in? Yeah. I've got about 7/8 of a bowl loaded here, and this is a Peterson of Dublin tankard pipe. And it has a P-lip. It does not have a bowl number, all right? It's just a Peterson of Dublin tankard pipe. And the guy that turned me onto this, I bought it brand new, is the Progressive Piper, a good bloke, a good mate out of Australia. And he actually showed this pipe off a couple of years ago, and I had to have one. And yeah, it didn't come cheap. It wasn't huge. Like, it was about $100. So anyways, that's what we have it loaded in. And I love this pipe. I haven't smoked it in a while. Yeah, but she's a little broken in. Anyways, let's start it on fire and see what we got here, all right? Look at that tobacco rise up. You almost don't even have to do a char light on it. But we are. Tamper down a little bit. And here we go. Oh, yeah. The brain is processing. Yep, can definitely taste the Virginia. I don't really taste the rum. It's kind of a grassy, earthy taste. I believe that this blend would be best sipped instead of smoking it like a freight train. We all have different tastes. I personally like this blend, but I'm not in love with it. Right now, I'm in my rotation. I'm in that Latakia mode. This could this could definitely be an all-day smoke if you sip it. In my opinion, if you smoke it like a freight train, it's not going to be enjoyable. think this would be a good blend to just kick back and just listen to peace and quiet. No TV, no radio. And just sit and slowly sip it. And I'm probably sipping it way more than I should, but oh yeah, I am feeling a little nicotine. So the end result, I like it, but I personally am not in love with it, and but I think if you like Virginias, I think you'd really love this blend, and so I really would have to agree with the ratings, 2.8 out of 4 stars. I'd probably give it for my own personal taste, I'd probably give it a 2.5 out of 4 stars. But that's just my opinion. You may like it. You may love it. I'm just sharing with you my personal experience. Their taste buds are different. It's like food. Some people like the taste of certain food and other people hate it. So that's my review. And anyways, we've gone on and rambled on long enough about that. We're going to finish the other 4 reviews on my what I share called Nautical Blends. And I'm Paul the Pipe Guy, live from Rochester, New York, in the United States of America. Thank you so much for watching. If you like my channel, hit the bell button to subscribe, and then hit the bell button for reminders. I do a couple of videos, 2-3 a week, and we're going to continue on as promised, and we'll go from there. Yeah, gone on for 18 minutes. I don't even know if I could hold anyone's attention that long, but I know this was an in-depth review, but the history on this tobacco seemed important to me, and I wanted to share it with you. I hope you enjoyed it. And Paul the Pipe Guy, live from the outskirts of Rochester, New York. Love one another. Remember that there's someone above. Yeah. And happy pipe smoking. Over and out.